Hello, Carl here with Fluent English Skills and the 44 Sounds of English. I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for watching this video. Specifically, this video is about the prerequisites for learning and using the 44 Sounds of English. So you should watch this first, and what you will learn in this video is listed here. If you don't know the 26 letters of the English alphabet, you should take the time, learn those, memorize, be able to read, write, pronounce, and recognize all 26 letters. Next, again, if you don't know vowels and consonants, we will briefly discuss those again for a review. For some of you, reference words may be brand new. We will talk about reference words. Also, I will try to avoid as much technical and grammatical wording as possible. Some of it will be used for categorization purposes only. You should practice, memorize, and know things after this video. We will review that at the end, and you will also know the letters or the grapheme that make the sounds of the 44 sounds. So please, like, subscribe, share, and enjoy this video. So let's begin with the 26 letters of the English alphabet. Here they are, as you can see. I'm not going to go through saying these or helping you practice pronouncing these. There are thousands of videos on YouTube. Just search for anything about learning the English alphabet. Most popular for all the kids and even adults. You probably know the ABC song, and if you don't, then I would say the easiest way to learn it, A, B, C, D, etc., etc. You want to learn the letter. You have to know the letters in order to read, write, speak, and think in English. The letters are a must. Okay, once you have the 26 letters mastered, the special thing that you should know is each letter is made of two parts. Number one, each letter has a name, such as A, B, C, etc., etc. However, the name of the letter is not necessarily the sound the letter makes. In fact, usually it is not the sound the letter makes. There's only one exception. The long vowels, which we talk about later, are the sound that the letter does make. So again, note that the name of the letter is not the same as the sounds made by the letter. Also, note number two, one or more sounds can have one or more letters. The reverse is also true. So in short, one letter can have many sounds, one sound can have many letters. I put this part in here just to clarify that the case, in other words, upper and lower case of a letter does not affect the sound in any way. So, for example, uppercase letters, which are the big letters, do not affect the sound, as well as lowercase letters, as you can see on the screen. And also, just to clarify, a capital letter refers to the first letter of sentences, proper nouns, and some other uses. It is uppercase. If you look at the example, a small dog, the letter A, has no difference in sound than I see a small dog. So again, case has nothing to do with the sound the letter makes. Okay, now let's talk about the categorization or the classification of each letter. Simply put, letters are divided into two categories. It's either a vowel or a consonant. There is only one letter that makes the exception to this rule, and that is the letter Y, which can be a vowel or a consonant. Not both at the same time, but it is possible the letter Y in a single word can be a vowel or a consonant. And let's go through now the vowels. These letters, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, are vowels. This is exactly how you would repeat the vowels if someone were to ask you. Consonants, on the other hand, if a letter is not a vowel, such as B, C, D, then it is a consonant. So, in short, there are 5 vowels, not including Y, and 21 consonants. Let's talk for a moment about reference words. These are simple one-syllable words. If you're not sure what a syllable is, don't worry about that. Just know that these are short words that you already should know. So you're not really learning a word. What's important to know is that you are using a word to learn or memorize a sound. For example, everyone knows what a dog is. So it is a simple word that is not new. However, if we use dog as a reference for the sound of the letter D, then we can see d, d, dog. Dog is helping you learn or remember the sound d, d, d. As you can see here, there are some simple examples of short vowel sounds with reference words. It's important to know you can pick any reference word you want, but it must make that sound. For example, a short A sound such as apple, and, at, as. If you listen to the sound the A is making, they all have this identical sound. Ah, ah. All right, and this is how you should practice. For example, say the sound twice and then your reference word. Notice I said your reference word, whatever word you choose. For example, ah, ah, apple. Similarly, here are a few reference words for long vowel sounds. Now remember, I said before, long vowels are the only letters that make the sound of their name. For example, long A sounds like the name A, 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 8. All right, and again, it is the name of the letter, and that is called a long vowel. However, with long vowels, you'll notice something new, the double O, which is not a letter, but a long vowel sound. It's important that you understand the concept that one or more letters can be associated with only one sound, just like we said before, one sound can also have many letters. One letter can have many sounds. You need to understand this concept, such as you see here with the double O. Long OO makes the sound oo, like zoo, two, ooze. 2 letters, 2 O's, 1 sound. Lastly, here are consonants. All of the consonants listed, including Y as a consonant, with some sample reference words. One last thing I would like to point out, some of you may find it easier to have a reference word beginning with the sound, such as bed, or some of you may find it easier to have the sound as part of the word, such as about, bout. However, don't confuse the beginning sound with the sound that you're learning. Is the sound of A in the word about. B is the sound of B. You don't want to get those two confused. One final note in this video of things that you should know. Again, this has nothing to do, punctuation is only part of the reading and how we use sentences and sentence structure in speaking and reading. You should know these punctuation marks. If not, memorize these. And we don't do anything with this in the 44 Sounds course, but you should know all of the punctuation marks that you see here for purposes of reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, that's really all there is to the prerequisites. These are the things that you should have mastered and memorized and be able to do fluently before continuing on with the 44 sounds. So a quick review of this video: you should know how many letters, 26, and the names of each letter in the English alphabet. You should also be able to read, write, and recognize each letter. And you should know which letters are vowels, which are consonants. You must have a firm grasp on the concept of reference words. You should know what case means, and you should also know what punctuation marks are. Lastly, I'd like to give you just a few pointers on using YouTube and the videos. Again, if you're not sure how these works, just search YouTube for these keywords to learn things like how to use the transcript option when you're using a video. Also, how do you change the playback speed? If you make the speed a little slower on some of the videos, it helps in learning the sounds and memorizing those. It helps you to hear the sound. Sometimes normal speech, like I'm using right now, blurs a sound slightly because, like in every language, we talk at the speed we understand. That is not necessarily the same speed that you learn or hear the sounds. You should, and this is most important, you have got to learn to use your phone or some recording device to hear your own voice. When you are practicing these, you need to listen to the sound, record the sound, for example, me saying the sound, then immediately you say the sound. This should be something that you do daily. You need to do this every day because this is how you will hear what you need to do to correct yourself. Your brain will say, oh, listen to you, listen to me. It's just like learning a song. First you learn the melody or the words, then you start singing with the singer. Once you can hear what you sound like, your brain will tell you how to adjust your voice and what you need to do to hear and say the sounds. Okay, here we are at the very end. I would like to thank everyone for watching this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in private lessons, you can contact us at fluentenglishskills@gmail.com. Thank you again for watching the video, and start speaking today.